Okay, folks, so today we're looking at the clean. Actually, it's a power clean and jerk. And we'll get this thing into the start position here. Okay, so here we go. We got start position. What I want to show you in the start position is the legs. You'll notice that my knees are pushed out. All right, the legs. Reason the knees are pushed out is because we're trying to create some torque in the hip joint. All right, the hip joint is a ball and socket joint, and when we've got external rotation of the hip joint, it creates a stable, torqued up joint, and that's exactly what we want, especially when we're moving weight. So this applies to all things, whether you're deadlifting, squatting, jerking, it doesn't matter, jumping. So torqued up, externally rotated hip, it's a great stable position for your hip to be in. All right, so bringing the barbell up into the first pull. There it is. Second pull coming up. There's the finish, the end of my second pull. So we're going to instantly move into the third pull. The third pull is where you pull yourself down underneath the bar. And then here is the receiving position right there. Okay, so receiving position. You'll notice that if we were looking from the side, my thighs are above parallel to the floor. So this is a good power clean. All right. Other thing I want to just point out here, we just got done talking about the external rotation of the hip joint. You'll notice that my knees have not caved in at all, but at the same time, I would want to see the knees pushed out just a little bit more. Just to create a little bit more torque in that hip. It's going to help me to come out of this low position. All right, not bad. Nothing's wrong here. But again, I think I can just strengthen that hip and just get a little bit more out of that receiving position. A little off balance there. You see me take a step back. All right, so now we're coming into the jerk. So I've set myself up here, back into my jumping stance with my feet, and I'm just trying to get things organized and get things tight here. So I'm squeezing my hips. When I say hips, I mean my butt. Squeeze your butt together real tight. You're going to pull your ribs down into your chest to make the torso and the spine nice and rigid. I'm going to set my head position and take in a big breath, and you'll see me do that right there. All right, so now I'm rigid, I'm like a concrete pillar here, and I'm going to dip down. There's the dip, and again, looking at the legs here, when I do my dip, same thing about that torque hip thing. I want to see the knees come out just a little bit, just to create that stable torqued up hip joint. I'm not doing anything wrong. They're not caving in. That would be a fault, but I would like to see them externally rotate just a little bit. Okay, there's the drive. At the finish of my drive, I'm going to go into my split, and there's my receiving position of my split jerk. And again, looking at that leg, the forward leg, look at my knee in relationship to my foot. The knee is inside, right? So I'm internally rotated to the hip, and you'll see my body corrects right there. So there I move into a more externally rotated, torqued up hip position. So you don't want to catch the barbell, and I just backed it up there, in an internally rotated position, which you'll see right there. Okay. If I would have caught it there, I'd have been in a stronger, more stable position. Would make a difference when the weight is heavier. This is kind of light for me, so I was able to recover without any problem at all. But again, backing it up, don't catch it here like I did. Catch it here. All right, then the recovery and the finish. All right, I'll play in real speed here so you can see the whole thing. If I can get this to stop moving. All right, here we go. All right, there you go. Get out and practice.